Well, geometry students, we just finished up lesson 1, triangle midsegment theorem, and now we're going to get started on lesson 2 using perpendicular bisectors. The perpendicular bisector theorem is what we're going to look at here with Geometry Sketchpad 5.2. You should have this pulled up, which is just a segment AB, and what we're going to do is we're going to essentially discover what the perpendicular bisector theorem is. So as you can probably guess, it has a little something to do with perpendicular line and the fact that that perpendicular line bisects my original line. So in order to do that, what we're going to do is go ahead and click on AB, and like we did before, you want to go ahead and construct the midpoint. The midpoint would, by definition, be the bisector. But we want a perpendicular line that goes through this bisector. So go ahead and make sure that's clicked, and click on line AB as well. And you should be able to click on construct and go down to perpendicular line. And now we have a perpendicular bisector to segment AB. Now what we're going to do is we are going to go over here and we're going to put a dot right here on our perpendicular bisector. And if you notice, once this dot is on here, I can move it up and down anywhere on my perpendicular bisector. Okay, what I'd like for you to do right now is go ahead and click on the segment, and using this point, create two new segments, one to A and another one to B. I think this would probably be a little bit more clear if we go ahead and change the colors here. So if you just go over down to color, how about orange? And we'll make the other one over here orange as well. You should really be able to see the relationship here. Now you might already be able to guess that what the perpendicular bisector theorem is going to tell us, but let's go ahead and get that down for sure. Go ahead and click on this one on the left here and measure the length of that. You'll see that right now for me, mine's at 8.81. Yours will be a little different depending on where your C value is. And then let's also go ahead and click on CB and measure the length of this one. Hey, what do you know? They are exactly the same. And what we can do is we can go ahead and inductively convince ourselves that the perpendicular bisector theorem says that CA and CB are congruent by just going ahead and sliding this down. We see we have a limitless number of possibilities, even when we're on the other side, that those two lines are always going to be the same. Okay? And so what we'll say here, using our therefore statement, our conclusion, therefore when a perpendicular bisector goes through a segment, then in this case AC is congruent to BC, and that will be the case no matter what. Alright, after this, make sure that you take a screenshot of your final product, put that also on your portfolio, and go ahead and open up the video for lesson 2.